welcome. Thank you for joining me in exploring another avenue on the path of the seeker. Today is more of an introductory video for what I'm going to be covering for the next 13 months. I'm going to be exploring what I call maps of the psyche. Wherever you look in the many traditions of the world attempting to explain or describe human nature, there are maps of the psyche. From psychology to Hindu mysticism, we find the same map exploring the human psyche, simply described in different ways. My goal with this series of videos is to show you the basics of these maps so you can come to a conclusion about their similarities on your own. Hopefully by the end of this 13-month journey, we will understand yourself and your place in the cosmos a bit better. We are going to start off with one of the most generally and widely accepted maps. This is the most beloved map of any writer attempting to tell a fictional story, although non-fictional stories can fall into this pattern as well. I first discovered this when I was writing novels as a teenager. This map, encoded in all the major myths of the world, is called the hero's journey. Joseph Campbell was a mythologist who ended up becoming a mystic. He found a common theme, and indeed a common story, and those myths so pervasive, he created a formula based on it. He detailed this common theme and story in his book, A Hero with a Thousand Faces. The hero's journey can be broken down into 4 parts: departure, initiation, crisis, and return. You might see this shorthand version of Campbell's work depicted on various blogs for writers on the internet. However, in his book he detailed 3 stages. Part 1 is departure, Part 2 is initiation, and Part 3 is the return. These 3 parts are then divided into 17 elements. We'll be going over each stage and element in detail. Next, we'll be going over Maslow's hierarchy of needs. You won't find this in many books on mysticism. I came across this in my psychology classes when I was working on my bachelor's in psychology, yet it ties in perfectly. I think it's awesome that psychologists following the path of the scientific method reach the same conclusions as mystics. Maslow studied people who were famous for achieving great feats. One of the people he studied was Einstein. His focus was primarily on motivation, but his hierarchy of needs does explain why some people succeed in life and some do not. The goal for Maslow was to illustrate how each person would reach self-actualization, where they can express their fullest potential. He believes only 2% of people reach the stage of self-actualization. He created a pyramid of needs that have to be met or resolved as a person grows towards self-actualization. In ascending order, these needs are physiological, such as roof over one's head and food to eat, safety, love and belonging, esteem, and finally, self-actualization. The chakra system was developed about 1,000 years to 500 years before Christ. The first known texts where they are written down are the Vedas. The Vedas was said to be revealed directly to the seers of India and includes hymns, philosophy, and ritual guidance. The system we'll be exploring is the 7-chakra system of the West. There are many systems in the East. The 7-chakra system of the West was developed over time by a conglomerate of people who were researching and practicing the Hindu traditions. I will base most of our exploration of the 7-chakra system on Dr. Brenda Davies' book, The 7 Healing Chakras. We will explore each of the 7 centers in an ascending order. Next, we're going to explore the Kabbalah tree of life. The Kabbalah is thought to have originated during the Middle Ages. The story goes that Jewish oral traditions were written down at that time. This philosophy describes how the universe works. The literal translation of the word Kabbalah means to receive. The tree of life is essentially both a symbol depicting the creation and also a symbol that can be laid over the human body, much as the chakra system. As the saying goes, we are made in the image of our Creator, which is the creation itself. Each sphere on the tree of life is a Sephiroth. Each corresponds to a musical note in a part of the body. There are 3 worlds depicted on the tree of life and 10 spheres called Sephiroth. We will explore each of the 10 Sephiroth. Next, we'll cover the tarot. We will take a journey through the 7 cards of the tarot that are considered the path of the seeker. Those 7 tarot cards are the Devil, the Tower, Star, Moon, Sun, Judgment, and the World. Well, my friends, I hope you enjoyed this brief overview of the journey we are about to take. There are a couple of other systems I might add to these, but this is an ambitious, lengthy process already. I think it will be a fulfilling journey for all of you. Once I realized how all of these systems were connected and told the same story, I couldn't help but believe that the cosmos is a connected, sophisticated system, and we are made in the image of that system. Thus that old saying, as above, so below, as without, so within. If this is true, the most important step you can take on the path of the seeker is to know thyself. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe.